Little update for my PawPaw challenge for May. May over our heads, and boy did I pick a good one. That's a good title for the month. I'm doing While My Guitar Gently Weeps by Jake Shimabukuro, and I'm still stuck on the very same little first section. I'm working up until the hammer on and pull off, and that's all. I'm not even trying to progress any further than that, just because I'm having so much trouble getting my fingers, to do what they're supposed to on just this little section. That I'm just pausing on it and working on it right now. I had a good friend on Ukulele Underground message me and try to help me work through the tabs that I have for this song, to try to line them up with the tutorial, find the one that was closest to the tutorial. And well, that just didn't work real good. It didn't work real good for me. They was trying their best, but they could understand it, but I couldn't. So what I did is I ordered the Jake Shimabukuro's book that is supposed to have this tabs in it. I actually found the paper book on eBay, paperback, for like $6. So I ordered that, and it should be getting here anytime. I was actually hoping it would arrive today, but hopefully Monday or Tuesday it'll be here, and I'll pick back up on going ahead and trying to keep on adding a couple of notes while I'm still working and progressing. Anyways, this is where I'm at right now, and then I'll explain some of the problems I'm having. I can't even do my cheat for the hammer on now. Hammer on and pull off. But anyways, I thought I had a little cheat that I could do. Evidently I don't. But anyways, having so much trouble here. And well, to be honest with you, there on the first little part, I was probably playing it better than I can sometimes. My spread on my fingers, for starters, I haven't used my pinky a whole lot in trying to chord. There has been a couple of things. There's a few little things that is easy for my pinky. It locks up a lot, and it just ends up being the perfect place to do the chord. I don't know what that's called, but when you do the G chord and then that little place, I think that's one of the movable chord shapes. Or even with the G, you can add that in a lot of times, and wherever you're at doing that G chord, it seems to work. I don't know nothing about music theory, but I'm just saying that little little thing is easy for me to do. But using my pinky, even on those little chords, just moving it around, under my other finger to chord, is really hard. My accuracy is not that good, and my pinky, wants to lock up, on me a lot. So all my fingers do that, but my pinkies are the worst. And any of my fingers, if I stretch them out, will want to lock on me before bending. And so that's why I always, you see my hands, I always just wad it up on the ukulele. I know I'm not playing with, proper posture. And if there's any way in the world that you can play with proper posture, please do that, study it. I wish I could, but I have to try to work around what I can. This chord here that I'm using, that's extremely difficult for me. And right now, to be honest, I'm doing it right better right now than a lot of times as I'm trying to play. My spread on my fingers don't want to work right, and as you can see, they want to try to bend back in toward themselves, as I'm using them. I can't do this. Well, maybe I can. You can see my pinkies are completely locked, and actually my pointer finger is very close to locking there. But but I actually do that. It's kind of a little bit of painful there in my pinky in this position, and a little bit painful in my pointer finger too. But you can see the trouble. Even this little, coming back over here, I can do that easy. But even middle of the ways of the fretboard on a concert, 5 frets is about my maximum. And even with that, I've just got to have a good angle to be able to get it, or I don't just reach right. That would definitely, that doesn't mean that I could do a 5, even a 5 fret spread on a chord, if it, any type of chord. If, like I said, my pinkies don't have much dexterity. If that 4th, finger is, isn't just in, somewhere close to where that pinky's automatically going to land, then I might not be able to use it. But anyways, long video, but I am still here. I'm waiting on Jake's book. Hopefully be here very soon, and I'll continue adding some tabs to this. But I'm adding this into memory as I'm going. And I don't want to get, off track on learning something and putting in something in memory that ain't right, and then find out later it ain't right, and, it being stuck in my head, because that's what'll happen, and I'll always do it wrong. So that's why I'm just slowing down. I've got to really practice on this anyways. Try to get these little progressions and stuff smoother, a lot smoother, hopefully. And I know I'm not, nowhere near the right rhythm for this. I'm not even worried about rhythm right now. Right now, all I'm trying to do is do the right chord shapes in the right order. And, when I get to that point, then I can go back and start working on the rhythm, hopefully. But anyways, I'll get there. I'm still coming for you, Jake. I might be limping, but I'm a coming. Y'all have a good one. I appreciate you watching.